AsmrProg is a channel dedicated to delivering ASMR programming tutorials using coding languages like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The main content of the channel is in developing creative UI UX designs. Channel is catered for the developers of all levels and provides a place to learn and grow dev skills. Despite the channel being only 6 months old, the channel already has over 33,000 subscribers and has several videos that went viral, including the calculator app video with 1.1 million views and iOS dynamic music video with over 770,000 views. The upload on the channel is also consistent with about 2 weekly videos. Even with this tight schedule, the content is always fresh and informative. For me personally, not only did I get so much content inspiration from the AsmrProg channel, but also I got very helpful and encouraging feedback from the person behind the channel. So I got intrigued to find out who is this person behind this successful channel. What is their story? Are they a full-time developer who is bashing out content in their spare time? Or are they hobbyists like me who just loves coding? So earlier this week, I reached out to the creator of the AsmrProg channel, Reza. I wanted to ask him about his background in life, programming, and YouTube. While we couldn't jump on a call for an audio interview due to the language barrier, he was kind enough to agree to a text interview. So this is the summary of my interview with Reza. Reza lives a busy life being a university student in Iran while freelancing and creating content on YouTube. I assumed his study would be related to programming, but I was surprised to find out that he is studying microbiology due to pressure from his parents. He told me that his real passion is in Flutter, developing for mobile, which he picked up through taking online courses in his spare time. From the beginning of this interview, it was clear to me that Reza is a highly motivated and disciplined individual. He acknowledged this himself, and he told me that he is driven by his goals. His passion for coding started all the way back in 2014 when he learned C++ in school. Since then, he has been constantly watching tutorials and taking courses. Then one day, he came across a video by the ASMR programming goat himself, Servet Gonaroglu, and that motivated him to start his channel. Since then, his learning scope included not only programming, but also video editing and YouTube itself. I also started creating programming content after watching a Servet's video, so it was fascinating to see the impact the Servet has had on the ASMR programming community firsthand. Reza's dedication to the craft is clearly translated to the quality of his videos. This is what makes his channel stand out, alongside the fact that he loves engaging with his audience. His hard work has been showing by racking up over 2 million video views and 34,000 subscribers. And this is only growing. Even with the success his channel has seen so far, this seemed only like a beginning of Reza's plan. He told me his plan for free and paid courses in the future, as well as videos of him talking and explaining things. While that seems like a step away from his ASMR content he has been creating so far, he said one of his favorite channels is Mitch Coco's, so perhaps there is some inspiration coming from there. In any case, he assured me that his long-term plan is to focus on YouTube. In the meantime, Reza is focusing on getting more and more fluent in Flutter, and he told me that there may be a separate channel for Flutter and mobile development once he feels he's ready for it. I have a feeling these videos will be some of his best, as mobile dev seems to be his real passion. He even went on to say that the first language he would recommend to a beginner is Flutter. Quote, "These days mobile coding and responsive coding for different devices are very popular. If anyone wants to learn coding, I suggest learn Flutter or native language because it's cross-platform. However, it all depends on personal goals, and with that, you can choose what is better." Speaking of future plans, he has some ideas for his next keyboards too. He is currently using GM610, which he referred to as a budget keyboard. His next keyboard sounded like it may be an IQ Unix. I also wanted to know some of his videos that stood out to him since the start of his channel. So I asked him about his most proud video and his most difficult video. He said his most proud video is the calculator app video that went viral. Surprisingly, he thought it was his worst video, but he woke up and was taken aback by the views it got overnight. He says now many people know his calculator. He told me the most difficult video was his first video, the iOS Dynamic Island. The video is an hour and a half long, but it took him 3 hours to make. Considering that, he did a great job of editing, making the video concise and entertaining. As I've never been monetized on YouTube before, I wondered how much money the channel was generating with over 34,000 subscribers and over 19,000 daily views. He did reveal this to me, but he asked me not to share it. If you're curious about this, do message him on Telegram, as he told me he can share it with you there. I finally asked if there's anything he wanted to say to his subscribers and my subscribers. To his subscribers he said, quote, "I love them all. If it wasn't for their support, I wouldn't be where I am now." And to my subscribers he said, "You're one of the best in ASMR Python. Tell your subscribers, subscribe to AsmrProg." What a guy. Since the start of my programming journey and started creating ASMR programming content, AsmrProg is a name I saw often both on my YouTube feed as well as in the comment section of my videos. Even being a much bigger channel than mine, I've got a lot of encouragement and helpful information to improve my videos from the person behind this channel. So finally getting to meet Reza was a pleasure. Through this interview, I was inspired by his dedication and passion for the craft. I was also impressed by a sneak peek into his entrepreneurship through his future plans. He told me that the skill that he values the most is being able to pick things up quickly. I agree, as it has set him up to be a success in whatever he pursues. I wanted to end this interview with his favorite quote, but he could not share it because it is in Persian and the meaning gets lost in translation. While this was a shame, I felt like he had already shared a lot about him that is valuable. So lastly, let me say a big thank you, Reza, for sharing your insight and coding skills and being kind enough to conduct the interview with me. I'm definitely stepping out of my comfort zone with these interviews, but I could not have asked for a better first interviewee. It is awesome to hear you have a lot of things going on, a lot of things to share. It is awesome to see that it will benefit a lot of people, including me. I hope you enjoyed the interview, guys. Spending a lot of time on YouTube, I've had a lot of questions about the creators behind my favorite channels, and it made me decide to start reaching out. I'm so happy the first creator I interviewed is the creator behind one of my favorite channels. I believe that each creator has their own story to tell, and I'm really passionate about discovering those. If you enjoyed this content, please do subscribe and give me feedback. I can be the bridge between you and the creators. Until next time, see you guys. Love ya.